Brooke, Jennah, and Bridget fight to stay in the game. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 56 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Kennedy is the head of household. She nominated Brooke and Jennah for eviction, and Willy Wonka nominated Rayanne as the third nominee. But Rayanne won the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Mr. Bingo Golden Power Veto competition. She chose to use it on herself. Kennedy nominated Owen in her place, but Bridget had the Pooh Brown Power Veto that she had to use. She saved Owen and took his place on the block, which means tomorrow either Brooke, Jennah, or Bridget will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house. Who will it be? You'll find out tomorrow. And what will their plea speeches be? We'll find out shortly. But first, yesterday I promised everyone that I would count the number of second place finishes between Corey and Javier to see who is the first loser, really. And it's actually pretty clear. As of right now, Javier has 5. Minesweeper, Grand Game, Little Election of Horrors, Virus, and Winner's Choice that he came in second in. Corey has 9. Soda Pop, Yankee Swap, Family Feud, Jigsaw Cafe, Deal or No Deal, Survey Number 2, Winner's Choice, OTEV, and Clockwork. So Corey leads 9-5. I don't know if anybody's ever going to get more second places than Corey, but I still don't get why you would want to have that. But anyway. So the head of household competition, I originally said that I was going to put the rules in today's episode and that I had swapped this week and another week's head of household, but I've changed my mind back. So I slept on it, and, I made a little bit of a boo-boo with Mr. Bingo, which ended up arguably hurting Owen in the competition, and luckily he's safe now, so it doesn't matter. And I had to switch the veto competition week 6 because of the Rogers internet outage. And I switched the head of households kind of based on convenience and because I just felt I thought it was a good time to switch it to give the house guests an easy competition. But then I slept on it and I'm like, no, I don't want somebody to get evicted and say that they were evicted because I swapped the head of household competition. So I'm sticking to the original schedule, which means the head of household competition is a live competition. It will be held, as the house guests okayed it, at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time tonight. It is a very, very difficult competition, but it won't take long. It'll probably take about, let's say, 20 to 25 minutes. But yeah, so it will not be long, but it will be difficult. And Kennedy is outgoing head of household. You are not eligible to compete. It is live at 9:45, and it is on Messenger. Yes. So yeah, so the head of household competitions, we're back to our original schedule. And the winner will get the purple color set, Mediterranean Avenue and Baltic Avenue, which serve absolutely no purpose. Kat claims that she won once with just those. She's like, I wore down my kids. Yeah, oh sure you did. It's just math. To me, it's mathematically impossible to win a game of Monopoly with just Mediterranean Avenue and Baltic, unless no other color sets are created because the other players are stubborn and won't trade with each other, and you literally only have that. But it takes so much time, because even if you have hotels on them, you pass go, you get 200. Mediterranean with a hotel is 250. Baltic is 450. So I don't believe Kat. She's a liar. But anyway, I will say now that I just remembered, Kat's dog, George, is suffering from, we'll say leprosy, something with an L. And she put up a GoFundMe, which normally when I see GoFundMes, I basically go, nice try, try again to get my money. But because I know her personally, I know that obviously this isn't some fake account. and so I did donate, and so I think she posted. Someone will post the link somewhere in the Big Brother Cheesecake org Facebook group, but the dog is suffering, and of course, it's unreal what veterinarians charge for. Like, she has to pay $7,400 for surgery for a dog, and I mean, when Michael Scott heard this, he went $4,700 for a surgery. But anyway, yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy amount of money. She claims that the dog got the leprosy in Ontario and not in Alberta, and I'm like, nice try, lady. Yeah, you can put down Ontario all you want, but you can get poisoned here just as much as you can there. Big Brother 24, I just want to really quickly say that the pooch... Oh, spoiler alert. The pooch eviction was not that juicy or entertaining. In fact, this whole season is kind of blah. I mean, do we really have to hear Jasmine's scooter go like the whole day long? Like, God, it's just so annoying. And I don't like whoever came up with the name Fessy Bessies or Festy Besties. Like, seriously? Come up with a new slogan. I also don't like that the pairs were made in week 3. I kind of feel like it should be made week 1. But that's just me. There was something else I wanted to say about that, but I can't remember. So, oh well. Yeah, pooch. No, it's just there wasn't that juicy moment where it's almost. I feel like he claims he was blindsided, but he kept his composure pretty well if he was blindsided unanimously. But anyway, that's why you never put yourself on the block. Speaking of the block, we have our final 3 nominees after a wild veto ceremony yesterday. We have Brooke, Jennah, and Bridget on the block. I will say, and first of all, voting is now open to evict Brooke, Bridget, or Jennah. You have until, the 4 of you voting have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately cast your vote in the privacy of the diary room. Regular voting rules apply. I would say one of these 3 is definitely worried and has definitely been campaigning harder today than the other 2. I think this person is correct to think that she's in danger, whereas the other 2 have not been fighting that much today, and we'll see if it pays off for the person who's fighting. Last but not least, before we get to their plea speeches, this will probably be the shortest episode of the season. I will say, yesterday, day 55, hardly any chit-chat in the main chat, or in even the Alliance chats. It was a very quiet day, which is normal for Mondays, because that's when everybody sort of resets and recharges. But at the same time, it's frustrating because last week I had Joanne's recipe, and I did something else, the special Lindor sampler, and then there was a big fight, and so there was so much going on last Tuesday, and today I've got like nothing to say. But there's nothing you can do about that. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, before I get to the final plea speeches, Javier posted a picture of his cat and dog, seen here. You know, it's rare that I find a dog cuter than a cat, but that doggy is adorable. Also, Tom posted a picture of apple pie. You know, I don't normally like apple pie, but, well, who am I kidding? I just shoved the whole thing in my mouth. But that apple pie looks really, really good. The thing is, I don't like basic apple pie. I do like the apple crumble, and the apple pie with the lattice top, you know, with like, it's like a checkerboard pattern. I find that one is really good. If you're ever in Toronto, which half of you probably will never be, the Apple Factory in Brampton, their caramel apple pie, oh, so good. Generally with pies, I prefer like blueberry or strawberry rhubarb or cherry, like one of the berry ones. But I do like apple pie. Who am I kidding? Speaking of blueberry pie, Tom also posted a picture of this. And he said, "My sister-in-law made Saskatoon pie. They're like a blueberry, only smaller and sometimes sweeter." So like a blueberry pie. Best ones are picked in northern Alberta. The ones in BC are crappy tasting. Yeah, I will say wild blueberries especially are just really, really, really good. And so, yeah, I absolutely love a good blueberry pie. Okay, now it is time to get to the final plea speeches. So Brooke, Jennah, and Bridget. Your house guests will be casting their votes to evict one of the three of you today from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house. I will give you one final opportunity to plead your case with one brief statement. And Brooke, you're up first. Oi! I love Greek oi yogurt. I get it at the local grocery store. Huskus, I found myself sitting on the block, but I don't want to go yet. I am having so much fun with everyone, and I like to stay and play a little longer. I'm not going to put down my fellow bloke buddies or say why I should stay over others because we all deserve to be here. I'm just saying if you feel I'm better for your game, please keep me. Okay, thank you, Brooke. Bridget, you're up next. You should keep me in the game because according to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies away because bees don't care what humans think is impossible. Thank you. Interesting. And finally, Jennah. It's me, Joanna, on the block again. Seems to be a trend. Here we go. I'm on the block once more and I understand. The power I can do a thing or two if used properly, but I guess you could see this as a threat or an advantage. It's up to you to decide that. It's been a wild couple of months, and I would like to keep going. I've been loyal and I keep my word. If you're down to keep me, that would be great. And if not, then damn, good luck to my block buddies and do your thing with the vote. Brooke, Jennah, or Bridget? Who will be evicted, finishing in 8th place and joining Callum on the jury? And who will rise to power and become the new head of household? Find out tomorrow. I'm Andrew Shevsing-Moonves. Take care, and remember, want a bubble butt? Shove an arrow bar up your butt and feel the bubbles melt. Good night.